Welcome to Tech Blueprint, a window that lets you know the latest technology news in the world. The importance of chips to the technology industry is equivalent to the engine of a car and the power battery of a new energy source. Without chips, mobile phones, PCs, supercomputers, cars, etc. will all come to a standstill. China is the largest manufacturing country, and every move of the chip industry touches the hearts of many Chinese people. Now, SMIC, the largest chip manufacturer in the mainland, announced a blockbuster news, reducing the foundry price of mature process chips including 28 nanometers process by 40%. The second largest chip manufacturer, Huahong Group, also followed closely and started the price reduction mode. This news can be said to have dropped a depth bomb in the Western chip camp. Many Western media complained, "This is here to smash the scene. Why can domestic chips be so competitive?" First of all, just like Lei Jun said, "I am not concerned about profits first, Chinese companies are concerned about market share." Public data shows that in the third quarter of 2024, TSMC firmly sat in the first place in the industry with a share of 64.9%. One company occupied half of the market. Samsung, the second-ranked company, had a share of only 9.3%, and SMIC had a share of 6%. In terms of imports, China's chip imports in 2024 will be $385 billion, totaling 2.8 trillion yuan, a year-on-year increase of 10.4%. In addition to high-performance chips such as mobile phones, PCs, and graphics cards, most of them are mature process chips such as 28 nanometers. In other words, there's still a big gap in the mature process chip market, and SMIC and Huahong still have a lot of room for growth. Secondly, in order to maintain Moore's law and keep the manufacturing technology iterated once a year, overseas chip factories such as TSMC and Samsung will spend a lot of money on the research and development of advanced manufacturing technology every year. Data shows that TSMC's R&D investment in 2023 will reach $5.64 billion, a total of 41 billion yuan, while SMIC's R&D investment in the same period is 4.99 billion yuan. And there's no need to purchase expensive EUV lithography machines. So domestic chips have the confidence to reduce prices. In addition, the fact that domestic chips dare to reduce prices so much also proves from the side that the yield of domestic 28 nanometers manufacturing process is already very high, and the core technologies related to the supply chain such as wafers and photoresist materials have been broken through and have entered the mass production stage. China itself has lower costs than other places, so it can naturally reduce prices to improve product competitiveness. What is the purpose of price reduction? On the one hand, the competition between China and the West in science and technology is becoming increasingly fierce. Almost all Western chip giants are involved in this huge vortex. At the end of last year, China also began to adjust its strategy. The four major associations jointly stated that American chip products are no longer safe and reliable, and called on Chinese companies to purchase American chips with caution. At this time, Chinese chips began to be sold at a discount, which was largely to promote domestic substitution in industries such as automobiles, internet, and communications, and to achieve independent control of network security levels from the bottom hardware. On the other hand, it promoted the development of downstream products and benefited the majority of consumers. For example, automobiles are the hardest hit area for mature process chips. A new energy vehicle requires about 2,000 chips. In recent years, China has also formulated a series of preferential policies to further stimulate the consumption vitality of the automobile market. Last year, BYD started the car price war at the beginning, and many domestic new energy brands followed closely. It is indeed a good thing for consumers. If these cars use domestic chips, there will be more room for price reduction. In addition, promote the globalization of Chinese chips. In 2024, China's chip exports exceeded 1.1 trillion, and it has become China's largest export commodity. Whether it is Taiwan, South Korea, Vietnam or Malaysia, they are all important export destinations for mainland chip exports. Even American companies use chips produced in the mainland in non-core areas of their products, rather than American products. That's why Western companies have issued warnings one after another. If Chinese chips are reduced in price again, the sky of the entire chip industry will change, and the home will be stolen. Of course, the price reduction of Chinese chips does not mean that they will fight to the death with Western chips. There is no way. In recent years, Europe and the United States have been supporting the local chip industry, building factories, investing, expanding production, etc., and a series of subsidy policies have been thrown down, and China can only take the route of small profits and quick turnover. Most importantly, the development of science and technology is for the benefit of mankind, so that everyone can use cheaper cars, home appliances, and smart devices, and it should not become an important means to restrict opponents and curb the development of other countries. What do you think about this?